Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So before we get started, don't forget, of course, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Hit that bell for notifications. I am already going out. I'm just getting started. Today is leg day, and I'm starting off with the deadlifts. So the way I like to do it, I do 10-minute warm-up treadmill for my cardio warm-up. Then I do stretching for about 5-10 minutes. And then when I get to my first exercise, I do working sets. So that means I will start with the bar on deadlifts. I'll go up to a 45-pound plate on each side. Then I'm at two 45-pound plates on each side. I'll put a 25 on each side, and then I'll get started with the heavy lifting. So let's get to it. Rule number one, always wear a baggy shirt that's long sleeve when you're warming up and doing cardio first, and when you're doing your working set or your warm-up sets, so that way when you get a pump, you look really big. But we don't do that. Okay, so we're done with our warm-up sets. Now, warm-up, what you don't want to do is many reps as you're going to do in your actual working sets. So I'm going for 8 reps. So I did 3 to 5 reps. Well, 5 reps on everything for the warm-up. That woke me up a little bit. Whew. I definitely want to make sure that my last set for my warm-up is pretty decently heavy, not heavy, like not my first working set heavy, but heavy enough to wake my muscles up so they know what's about to come. so I just got done with my workout for tonight. So I did legs today, triceps, shoulders, and abs. I only did 10 minutes of cardio. I was going to do more, but I'm exhausted and I'm cramping up. So it's not really necessary that I do it tonight. On a day that I'm not as exhausted during my workout, which is very rare, but I mean, there are days, especially when I'm not doing like deadlifts, that I will be able to do some extra cardio. Those deadlifts, they got me today. I mean, I'm very excited that I did the 355. I was really, really, really bummed that I couldn't get that last rep. I tried. I mean, I know I could have tried to pull it up all the way and lock out, but I was just listening to my body. My body was about to say, you're about to screw up really bad. I wasn't wearing a belt or anything, because the rep range just doesn't call for it. But I think that I'm just at the beginning of this muscle building stage, so I'm not worried about it. Within the next few weeks, I should be able to do 355 for 8, which is amazing because the last time that I did muscle building phase, I was doing, I think the most I did for 8 was like 315 to 325, somewhere in there. I'll have to look back to actually know for sure, but it was definitely not 355. I was doing that maybe for 3 to 5 reps. But I do feel like I have within the past, let's see, I started my really heavy lifting around October, November of last year. So I've been doing it for almost a year now, doing really heavy lifts, because that's when I decided that I wanted to try to really go into powerlifting. So I feel like I've progressed a lot within that time. So I'm excited. So I did deadlifts first, then I went to squats. Now what I messed up on squats was for my first set. I thought, hey, I've already done deadlifts. I've warmed up. Let's just go ahead, slap on all this weight. And no, my whole body was exhausted. I should have known that my nervous system was not going to be able to handle that for the first set. So I did 5 reps of 275. And then I was like, no. So I dropped it back down to 250 or 155. And oh goodness, I think I said 2. Well, I have no idea. I'm so exhausted. Okay, so I did my first set at 175. Then dropped it back down to 155 for the last 3 reps. Then on the first actual set, I did 8 reps of 155, then 165, then back up to 175. And I filmed those 3. I did not film the first one because I kind of figured that it wasn't going to go that great. So there was that. I didn't count it anyways within my workout because it didn't go as planned. But after I did that, I did some hip thrust on our hip thrust machine that we have here at the gym. And then I moved on to some hip abductors, and I did circuits of shoulders and triceps. And I did 3 different tricep movements, 3 different shoulder movements, then ended off burning out my abs. My abs were already worn out and already cramping by that time, because if you do deadlifts, you know that they work your abs. Obviously, it takes a lot of core strength. So my abs were already hurting by that time. So I just want to burn them out really good. I'm really trying to get those built up really well. Now with my abs, and my ab genetics really suck anyways. I really don't have any. Like, I have really good obliques and everything. But what happened was, this is my reasoning why I think that my abs never come in that well, is because when I was, let's see, I want to say I was like 16, 17, something like that. I decided to do, like, on a decline bench, I was going to do 3 sets of 200 crunches. And I tore the entire tissue from the top of my abs to the bottom, and they were swollen for a month, and I couldn't stand up straight for a month. And I had to go to the hospital because of it, because I was freaked out, because your tissue holds water, so that's why my stomach was swelling up really, really fast. I wasn't sure what was going on. I was freaking out. No one at the hospital actually knew what was going on until a military doctor came in and said that he had seen this multiple times within the military, and he knew exactly what was going on. Basically, all I could do is just wait it out and wait for my abs to heal and the tissue to heal and absorb the water back. But that was the mistake I made. But I was really, really excited. I wanted to get really good all-looking abs, and I wanted to do that. But my abs are still strong, so that's a good thing. But it is a good thing to make sure that you do work your abs in different ways, because especially when you're going heavy lifting, like in deadlifts, you want a strong core, because if not, you're going to get a hernia. And if you get a hernia, that's like the worst possible thing, other than like breaking a bone or like pulling a muscle off of the bone. I would say that's one of the biggest workout injuries you can have, and like that goes within every day off. People get hernias a lot because they don't have a strong core and they never work it out, and then they get hurt, and then it's all downhill. And I just don't want that. Like, that's my worst fear, is any of that happening. Broken bones, ripping muscles off the bone, or having a hernia. I'm not about that life. I'm trying to stay away from that life. Knock on wood. Anyways, I'm going to go home now. I need to eat more protein before I go to bed, and then I'm going to relax for the night. So thank you for joining me on this day of my 30-day fitness challenge. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you're enjoying this. Comment down below things that you want me to talk about, or anything that you want to know about, like, what my fitness is. I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow, kind of synopsis of my like fitness journey. I did one in the past, but it was really long, so I don't think that's why people want to watch it. So I'm going to do a shorter one. Anyways, I'm going to go now because I'm blabbering on, because I'm pretty sure I'm just exhausted. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.